Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your very first gameplay for the XC-8 This is the top level tank reward for the Summer Extreme Summer Event 2023 and is a currently rank 6 battle rating 10.0 Swedish light tank / tank destroyer. Functionally, this will basically be like a tank destroyer, again in the Swedish ground tech tree, although flying under the Finnish flag. That's a lot to say, but that being said, this is pretty much, as I've said before, the CV90105, as you can see here, but on wheels, being that it has the same cannon, same autoloader, very similar armor. So this has 20 millimeters all around. This is more or less 20 millimeters all around, although with a slightly stronger turret face and a slightly weaker hull side. So very similar, as a matter of fact, to that. This also has Gen 3 thermals and all that. Now, interestingly though, this has 32.1 degrees per second minimum turret rotation speed. So if you guys don't know, on test drives, anything that you see in the stat card, these are the absolute base stats, minus the engine power for whatever reason, but this is the max engine power with all the mods installed, but this is the base without considering crew. So even the base stats with this, of course, once you also install the horizontal turret drive, is still faster than what you have on a crewed, an expert no less, crew CV90105 XC-8. So it has a very good turret rotation speed that should be able to get upwards of 40 degrees per second, which is fantastic. It also has that great vertical guidance and all that. Really good. Now let's look at these weapons here. So you of course have the M106 One Heat FS, which is going to be your stock shell, although you can get the DM23 immediately, which is pretty damn good. You can also get the DM33, which will be my main type of shell, although you can get the Valoric 105 ATGM, which is tandem charge. Doesn't go through a ton of armor, only 550 millimeters, but that tandem charge should go a long way towards making that very effective. You also again have Gen 3 thermals and also a laser warning system, laser rangefinder. So this thing pretty much has everything that you could want, and this is going to be one of the best, in my opinion, wheeled vehicles ever given during a summer event. So that said, let's go ahead and test drive this. I really want to get the bad taste of the SU-25 BM out of my mouth. That was a horrible test drive that I had. Horrible. The R73s on that are booty chatter thus far. I mean, they're not nearly as good as what one might hope. Might be a good way to put it. They can get kills, but they are not as good as they were on the dev server. That being said, though, back to the CTCV105 HP. There's a lot to go on there. Let's get into a few matches and have a good time. So one thing that I completely forgot and just missed while I was looking at this vehicle initially, it actually has an HMG that is turret mounted. So really cool. I mean, of course it's not top or pintle mounted, but it does have an HMG, which is nice. It's the old Ma Deuce, the 50 cal Browning, which is just fantastic and should actually help when fighting some of those lower those lower BR vehicles. Now, this also, of course, has Gen 3 thermals, as I mentioned before. So let's go ahead and cap the C point here. Hopefully no one's going to be at the end of this. Pre-laser range find, of course. Okay, this is actually tall enough where I can do that. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Now, of course, when it comes to the first shot, this is going to have just as much of an advantage as anyone else, but really where this thing shines, just like the XC-8, is in the follow-up shot. So we'll have a 5-second reload, which is great. That is regardless, ooh, that's ugly, of your crew skill. Got a kill, very nice. MBT 70. Let's go ahead and back up. Now, of course, the main point of all this gameplay is just to kind of show you through better or worse exactly how good this vehicle is. I'm not out here to be like, oh, well, you know, this vehicle's amazing. That's not right. You know, you guys should have a fair view on how good any one vehicle is in this game, especially before you really dedicate a lot of your time to grinding for it. So, I mean, thus far, I'm pretty impressed, but, I mean, how impressed can I really be? Not bad, but, of course, come on, got the kill, very nice. Now I have to go ahead and extinguish the fire here. And so that is a huge engine, mind you. So of course I just died there, but let's just go jump into another match. Huge engine, which I think should be able to protect a little bit from the front some frontal shots. So that said, again, another match, not too bad for some real quick gameplay. Zone cap, 3 targets killed. All, actually 2 of them were one hits. So one interesting thing that I've noticed about this is that the commander sites don't have thermals. Rather, they are only night vision, which does kind of suck, but I mean, still, you got Gen 3 thermals on the gunner site. So, I mean, is it really all that bad? You know, I mean, Gen 3 thermals on gunner sites is such a wonderful thing. On any site is just excellent. So, that said, hopefully we're not going to have anyone coming up over here. Genuinely hoping that. But let's go ahead and look up there. We do have some enemies. I do see an enemy right there. Somehow missed him. I'm going to fire one more time. Missed again. So that is always going to be the start of a bad match. I can already smell it. But let's hope not. Got the kill. T90. Looks like a dead enemy. There we go. Guy's looking at me. Got the cannon barrel, and that is awesome. Ooh, commander. And one more. Come on. Didn't get the kill. No biggie. So we're going to have some people coming down here. I am sure of it. Typically we do. Yes, we do. Very nice. So we have ourselves, what, 2 kills thus far? Can't complain about that. We're going to have some more people coming down that way. I'm sure of it. But not bad. I mean, how am I feeling thus far about this vehicle? A lot better than I did about the SU-30 or 25 BM. This thing works, you know, like it's a proven system. It's a proven system, and that's really all that anyone can really ask for. So I can respawn. I'm going to respawn in, and this is exactly what you would expect, right? To be killed by an autocannon. This thing has barely any armor, so it makes sense. But this is a proven system, but on wheels. Whereas the R73s, not so much. Okay, time to move up and get the kill. Sorry in advance, buddy. Want somebody to love. We have an enemy helicopter out there. I'm just gonna fire on him. Let's see if I can hit him. Wouldn't that be something? I got the kill! Oh, buddy! Look at that! I was gonna use the ATGM actually if that didn't hit. Which I was not expecting that to hit. Typically, those do not hit, as you guys know. So, that said, I mean, do I like this vehicle? Yeah. I mean, like I said, a whole lot. I think it's going to go up to 10.3 BR, quite honestly. I don't see it staying at the BR that it's currently at, 10.0, simply because, again, it's got that fantastic combination of speed and firepower, even more so than what the XC-8 has, and that is already in and of itself just a fantastic, incredibly powerful vehicle. So to kind of put it in summation, this thing rules. It's pretty much just a better XC-8. You know, it's faster, it's got better turret traverse, it's got the same armament. It doesn't have the thermals on commander site, which I think the XC-8 has, so that is a little bit of a pain in the butt. But if you can kind of ignore that, again, being that you have Gen 3 thermals on your gunner site, which is just great in and of its own right, you know, where is this thing really any better, or at least, or substantially worse, rather, than the XC-8? I just don't see it. I mean, this thing is better than the XC-8 in pretty much every appreciable way, and I think that we're going to see its BR increase sooner or later, you know, whereas a plane like the SU-25 BM, which is the main aircraft reward that we're seeing here for the, you know, for the summer event, that vehicle is far worse than what this thing is. Okay, so we have him right there. May have an enemy over here, so I'm just gonna keep my eyes open. Yes, we do. Okay, that is the terms. Let's just go around him. got the kill. Oh, it's T80. So, I mean, overall, yeah, this thing is just better. I would definitely recommend getting it. Like I was kind of saying before I got a little bit distracted, this is better than the SU-25BM by a long margin. And I don't know. I mean, like, I think that your average match in this vehicle is probably going to be something like 1.5 to 3 kills, depending on your skill level and a few other factors. You know, but I really don't see many people scoring fewer than 1 kill on average with this. It's quite simply that good. I mean, at least if you can use your laser rangefinder a little bit better than what I just did. It's just a very, very good, competent vehicle. Really? Okay, I guess that hit. I might actually use my ATGM here because that might be a better option. In this instance, we can get the first use of the ATGM. Didn't really do anything in particular, understandably. Okay, I don't think that anything's going to happen here. So, I might just stop firing on this guy because he is very clearly going to be an assist on my part, which I can't complain, you know? As long as we get a kill versus the enemy team, whether it's mine or not, that's fine by me. But, yeah, I mean, overall, I love this thing. It's just fantastic, pretty much in every way possible. Go grind for it. CV90105 XT-8 is pretty much this, but this is on wheels. And, which means it's faster, it's got the better traverse. That's it. You know, I've spoken enough about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone, and enjoy your vehicle.